What is going on a Sunday? I'm not even going to wait till 3. We're just going to go live now. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, everything looks right. And I'm just going to pop a message into the chat that says, hello all, because I want to make sure that my chat bot widget thing is working, which it looks like it is. So if you are in the chat, feel free to comment. I'm only going to stay on for about an hour. Let me take that off screen. Yeah, and it's the return of the iPad, because if you were in last week, it was technical nightmares, and I'm like 90% sure it's because I did not have my iPad. Um, yeah, good times. Got a bunch of water bottles here I gotta throw out. Yeah. So what's happening? How is everybody's Sunday? I saw a very interesting video about AI. Not what you're expecting though. I thought it was interesting that there's this creator who truly believes that Apple is going to be the reason the AI bubble bursts. And when you think about the justification of what they were saying, it makes a ton of sense. So maybe we'll talk about that a little bit. Just general stuff today. Kind of fearful to switch to my desktop because we saw the incredibly stupidness last week where everything started echoing for no good reason because I didn't change anything. But yeah, it's the week of April 26th. Let's see what happened last week that was pretty newsworthy. I'm seeing reports about this Anthropic Claude Mythos thing that's like it's getting a little out of control with the things that it's starting to find, which is pretty awesome. You know, if I could ask anybody to do something with AI that's using something like Mythos, is maybe jailbreak the M series iPad so they can run macOS with the keyboard folio, which I don't have mine nearby. But basically, the clip-on keyboard folio. Although that means you'd also have to write a driver for it, and that would be like super annoying. So I'm not expecting it a lot of people because we are coming up on the end of April. The weather around the world mostly, if around the world was snowy leading up to now is starting to get nicer. So I don't expect to see a ton of people on the Sunday afternoon, at least Sunday afternoon Eastern time. But what do I know? So we'll see what happens. Yeah. What else? That Splice Kit app for Final Cut Pro is getting like plenty of updates. Chris Hawking from FCP Cafe is working on the plugin so that way the Stream Deck, well, the Stream Deck Plus XL, not this one, but hopefully he can get that working so that way we can get Final Cut granular control with the knobs and the buttons and everything on the new Stream Deck Plus XL. Not that I'm endorsing anybody buy that thing because of the issues I've had with Elgato in the past, but, you know, I'm allowed to have a subjective opinion, contrary to what all the Elgato super fans might have to tell me. My sister got me this shirt a while ago. Not much of a gamer, but I was like, it's kind of funny, so I thought I'd wear it on stream today. I've worn it in other videos, so there's that. Yeah, so I don't know. I do see at least one other person in the room. That other person is probably my main contractor because he knows that I'm streaming. Actually, I just tried to call him. I think he's like napping or something. So all good. Let me see something here. Just give me one sec. Okay, cool. Everything is in Do Not Disturb. So we have just under an hour before I jump off. So if anybody wants to talk about anything tech related, yeah, go nuts. We're here. What else? Oh, in other news, if you like the sound of the stream, the sound quality, if it's even coming through properly. If you're listening, let me know. I am debating, well, not debating. I've decided to upgrade the microphone. Um, so the plan is I'm going to probably, if all goes right, when I get this, I'm getting the microphone this week. Right now, you're listening to a Sennheiser MKH416, which, after a ton of research, having had this mic for years, I've come to the sad realization that it is probably the wrong mic for my application. So I'm probably going to sell it. So yeah, I'm kind of looking for someone to buy it. Offering it at a substantial discount. I mean, it's left the house like once or twice for like some other stuff, but like it's essentially in mint condition. Has all the packaging, blah blah blah, all the stuff you get with it. Plus, I'll throw in a shock mount because the mic I'm getting comes with a shock mount. And for the audio people who understand what this YouTube set is, probably have a good idea which mic I ended up settling on. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, I didn't really have much planned for this live stream today because I've had like a pretty busy schedule. A lot of that time has been consumed with finishing a video for the channel. And I've talked about this on previous live streams. That video is nearing completion, but part of the problem with doing that video is it took up a ton of storage, like a metric ton of storage. So, yeah, there was a lot of management moving stuff around, and I think I've got things under control. This MacBook that I'm on has just over a terabyte of storage left on it. That's with the project on here. So yeah, I'm really excited for that video to come out. And if you are interested in seeing the video, it's not about, let me be clear, it's not about the MacBook Neo, because that trend is like come and gone. And I knew that. I knew that if I put up the typical MacBook Neo video, that it would have like a ceiling. But the video I've done, it's about one of the reasons the MacBook Neo is so amazing. So there's that, and there's a lot of moving parts to it. And in its own right, maybe I'll make a video about this if that video does really well, which I'm really hoping it does. There might be a follow-up video explaining how that video got so off the rails, because the last time I posted was over a month ago. Outside of doing live streams on the channel right here on Sundays, I've devoted so much time to this video, but I'm so excited for it because there's been no stalls. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I need to take a break because of a commitment or what. No, this was like, I worked hard on this. So yeah. What else? This is a record. Nobody's in here. There's a chance that I might even, if I don't get anybody in here, I might just private this live stream and not even leave it on the channel. Probably because my thumbnail and title isn't super compelling, because it's kind of a generic stream today. As I said in the description, the weather's nice. I, kind of want to go enjoy that. So, let's see here. I just want to double check something because YouTube was acting weird. I also I did notice that Google at the moment has a special on on their AI plan, which includes like Gemini and all that stuff, and like 5 terabytes of cloud storage. If you get that plan right now, up until I think it's like April 28th or 29th, you can get YouTube Premium for half price for the year for 12 months. And then after that, it goes up, but it's still not full price for Premium. I think it's still like a $2 discount or something after the 12 months. So signed up for that this morning because I've had Premium and I love YouTube Premium. I hate the ad experience on YouTube. And, the tech people will say, well, just get an ad blocker. Like, I don't want to think about that. Like, I don't know. To me, I don't mind paying for Premium because I know it helps creators in some fashion. Like, I even see in my metrics when YouTube Premium watchers are viewing my content that I get like substantial revenue from that. When I say substantial revenue, I mean in comparison to AdSense, like view per dollar kind of thing. So yeah, YouTube Premium is kind of awesome in its own right. Not sponsored. Yeah. I think everybody's just outside. I think majority of my viewers also, they come from Canada where I am, and we've had, at least where I live, we've had the longest winter, and allegedly next weekend we're getting snow again. We're going to get snow in May. Like this is dumb. So I think people are just out enjoying it, which might be why my metrics are down, which it is what it is. You know, I'm just gonna babble on here. You know what? Well, instead of just babbling on, well, I'm gonna, you know what? Let me try something here. I'm gonna bring my volume up a touch on the iPad. Okay, I'm gonna switch to desktop, and I hope to God this doesn't like trip out. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good. Let me bring this back down. If you are listening and the audio starts tripping, please, 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 please tell me. I talked about Splice Kit and the 2 copies of Final Cut I've got running here. But Splice Kit has had, not Spice Kit, Splice Kit. Yeah, there has been a ton of updates. So I'm running 3.17. And for context, oh man, let's see, where was I? 3.115. Do they even have mine? 3.1149. Oh, it's like way down the list. April 12th, that was the live stream I did where I was running Splice Kit 3.17, which is listed up here. But now we're on 3.37. So I am just going to update this thing. And I also updated Final Cut Pro. Modded copy is 12, stock is 12.2. So I'm going to rebuild Final Cut. As long as we don't trip everything. I'm just going to take off my desktop in case it throws any personal information on the screen. Simulator Adventures has joined the chat. Hello. Yeah, welcome. I think it's just me and you today. Which is fine. That's cool. Yeah. Just having fun, going to mess around. Simulator, let me know. I'm going to switch. Is my desktop audio okay? Like, as I'm talking, do I sound okay? Is it doing the weird echo thing from last week? Let me know. To break the curse, I also brought back our friend, the iPad. So that's working. Just one sec. Okay, I'm gonna bring back our desktop. So let me know if the audio is still good. So it looks like we have now Final Cut Pro is ready to launch with enhanced features. Okay, so let us launch Final Cut Pro, which is this one. And I'm going to move this off screen for a moment because yes, Splice Kit is installed. I know. And we've got what's new in Final Cut. Yes, I know. Sure, I'll allow it to access external media, even though there's no external media here. It might just be me. Oh. Hang on a second. Might just be me struggling to watch. Stream won't load. Checked another YouTube stream. It's just giving me... It's just this one giving me issues. That's weird. Let me reply to you. I have it loaded on my iPad at the moment, and things look good. Let me just see. Yeah, if I switch to the iPad, you will see that I am running it fine in, yeah, just 1080p. That's what's running. But yeah, it looks like everything's working. Like, it seems fine. My iPad is also tripping out, which I'm not sure why my iPad is tripping out doing that, but that is hilarious. After about the 10th refresh, it's working now. Okay, so we are back in business. I don't know why you were having issues. That's so odd. Okay, well, we're back. So simulator, I'm gonna switch to my desktop and let me know if the audio is okay. It should be. Yeah, I was messing around in this app. This was the Splice Kit app. Ooh, I crashed it. Let's go. That's funny. And simulator says can hear you all fine, which is amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, it might just be me and you today. I don't see many other people coming in, and I'm only going to stream till about 4 p.m. Eastern, so about another 45 minutes. I actually have somewhere to be, and something else crashed. What is? Oh, this is Final Cut. Yeah, Final Cut is gone. All right, so maybe we won't mess with that on stream, or at least not on the screen at the moment. I'm going to try relaunching Final Cut. See if I can get it back here. I think I know why it's freaking out. There's a piece of media missing. Or Apple did something to circumvent Splice Kit, which is hilarious. Or it's just this one project is causing all the issues. I'm trying to quickly delete stuff. Okay, I think we're back. Let's see. All right, we are back. We have Final Cut open. This was the last time we were here. We were messing with this this chat. So I kind of want to try it again. So here, let's make a new event. We'll just use today's date. We'll just call you new. And I'm just gonna take that same video, bring it back here. Let's see. Simulator Adventure says, finally got my dual PC setup ready for content creation. It's a headache to begin with, but it works okay. What is your configuration? I am very, very, very curious about what you're using. Let's see. Let's bring our video clip back onto the timeline. We'll just leave you in 5.9K. That's fine. All right. Let's go to... Oh, they changed the menu, so now it's called Splices. Interesting. Smooth scroll. 120 hertz centered scroll playback, suspended film strip updates during pinch scroll. Apple's hidden TOK optimized reload fast path. Gaming PC, then laptop with a decent GPU is a streaming PC. Very, very cool. So you're doing, I'm assuming you're doing NDI? That sounds pretty awesome. Very nice. I'm just, I don't know. I like the, again, because I don't really game much, right? Contrary to what the shirt says, the shirt my sister got me. Yeah, I don't game that much, so I kind of like I'm streaming on this computer, this M3 Max, and it's been pretty damn good. Let's see here. So you said Elgato 4KX capture card connecting it. Unfortunately, the color profile doesn't quite match, but I don't care enough. Especially the reds look way different when captured. I have a feeling you're capturing in HDR and you're not. It's tone mapping it weird. You might have to hard set the Elgato to Rec 709 or SDR. That might be the answer, because I know when I got the, I have it here. I had the same problem with this thing, the 4K60S, which doesn't really have software. It has like a text file, but I had the exact same type of problem. Let's see. It's weird. I made sure HDR was turned off everywhere, but it still looks like that. Yeah, that is indicative of you're probably still The card might just be trying to tone map HDR that's not there. HDR is such a mess. Like outside of like people who work in the film industry who have a very clear pipeline on how to create HDR, is the streamer, content creator, like semi-pro content creator workflows and consumer devices. It's such a mess. It's such a disaster. I kind of want to come back to Splice Kit because let me see here. Okay. I want to explore this. So we have a transcript editor, which I'm assuming is the same. Yeah, it's this. Let's do a transcript using Parakeet V3. Go. So it's loading the multilingual model cached. And something's truncated there. Oh, no, they just added periods. See, every time they update this, I'm curious because there's been a lot of updates since I ran it before. But they always seem to have like very interesting updates. Like they always have like major changes, I should say. Yeah. So what does my text here say? We're recording on the Shogun right now, and it's gonna be random chats that came in. It's up there. Oh, the first chat that I read back then was from you, Simulator Adventures. So I'm going to delete that. I just want to see, how does this sound? So we're recording on the Shogun right now. Shogun right. Okay, didn't figure that out. Simulator Adventures. Text-based video editing could be massive in the future, but I wouldn't trust it enough. Okay. Take out okay. Get this thing out of the way. I wouldn't trust it enough. Then Simulator Adventures also said I would be checking every. It's getting better. This is actually kind of awesome. Okay, let me undo all that. What else did we get in here? Oh, we allegedly have an audio mixer. Ha ha! This is hilarious. They built an audio mixer. Recording on the Shogun right now. Oh, it just it doesn't like it's not a linear path. I'm just gonna bring this here. Oh, it affects. That's kind of interesting. Okay, what if I arm it? And I'm just gonna read. Came in, so let's. Oh, that is cool. And I'm just gonna. You can arm it so you can play. Oh, that's sick. Okay, hold on a second. Let's shrink this, bring it over here. Recording on the Shogun right now. And see that little white line coming up? Chats that it came in. So let's start up here. We'll go to adventure. Can like go like that. Okay, stop. And I think it made keyframes. Chats that it came in. So let's start up here. It's kind of like a DAW. That's cool. So now if I were to go to my audio, there's the volume there, but if I play it, came in. So let's start up here. We'll go to wow, that is pretty sick. See, these are the things Apple needs to work on to put into their software, like keyframing doing the ducking. I wonder. So, one of the apps I use is Command Post by Chris Hawking from FCP Cafe. And he made it so that the Stream Deck, all the Stream Deck series, including the Stream Deck Plus series, the only one he hasn't covered yet, and he told me on Discord he's going to work on it this week, is the Stream Deck Plus XL. What I would love to see is if you were able to turn the knobs and use the audio mixer to automate. That is so cool. Okay. So let me turn off the arming there. Random chats that it. Okay, so it looks like it resets everything. Interesting. But you can basically do like a 12 channel mix. I'm going to guess that everything needs to be in a compound clip. That is so sick. Okay. Very cool. What else do we have? What else did we get added here? Social captions. Let's try that again. I think it kept my... I wish... So... I want to try something. We're just gonna go to the very beginning. I remember that from last time. We're gonna click on transcribe. Transcriber not found. Okay. We'll use turbo, that's fine. Not found. Parakeet fast? Okay, that one worked. Got another message. Yeah, I don't know. HDR tone mapping is definitely off in Elgato settings. That's interesting. I don't know why. That's awful. I really wish that they would just have like a button that's like just like straight pass through, because majority of streamers just want it to look the way that they're used to seeing it in game. There should just be a button that just like defaults everything. But let's generate our captions. And then a test would be cool. Then Lockpick jumped in with Happy Easter. That is very clean. Simulator adventures. Text-based video editing could be massive in the future. That is sick. Wow, a free captioner built in the Final Cut. That's like good. Simulator adventures. Text-based video editing could be massive in the future, but I wouldn't trust it enough. Okay. That's nuts. Now I'm curious. I'm going to delete this. I want to go back into the caption thing. Let's see here. Where was I? Social captions. Here we have our outline. Can I do more than one line? Let's make it like 8 words. Sure. Transcribe it. Back to the beginning. Generate. Oh, I don't think you have to go back to the beginning anymore. That doesn't look like it made any difference, but that's okay. We're going to go to our titles, select them all. Can I change the tracking of all of them? That's the question. It did affect all of them. It affected just the white ones. That's not great. Wonder why it does that. That's so weird. And that's a lot better than most auto captions I've seen. Yeah, that's the thing. Like this, that's kind of crazy. Okay, so here, just to be quick and dirty about it, I'm just gonna put the playhead wherever I want. I'm gonna go back to social captions, and this time I'm going to change my font to the one I like, which is SF Pro Display, and can you not make it bold, or do I have to do it after the fact? Okay, we'll make it like that. Don't worry about a shadow blur. Let's turn off all caps. Right. And let me turn off this color thing. Generate. Well, I already generated before. I already transcribed before, so we've already generated. Just finished my thing. So if I select all my titles and I were to say change you all to my preferred, which is semi-bold, what happens? I think it did it. It did. It only did it to the yellow ones. Okay. All right, let's try one more thing here. Hang on. Social captions. Same thing, same thing. I'm going to turn off word by word highlight. Oh, we'll retranscribe, sure. Generate. And then, okay, grab all my titles. Set you to semi-bold. Okay. We can add an outline. The thing is, I think it's going to affect all of them. I think. And let's make the width pretty. Yeah, it does affect all of them. And I'm just gonna read random chats that had came in. So let's start up here. We'll go to. That is impressive. It's a little bit off, but because it's in a storyline, I can just do this. Okay, so we're recording on the Shogun right now. And I'm just gonna read random chats that had came in. So let's start up here. We'll go to Simulator Adventures. Text-based video editing could be massive in the future, but I wouldn't trust it enough. That is very pain-free. That is dope. Wow. This is why I keep trying the same tests over and over again when they do an update, because they're constantly improving and there's such a passion. This is obviously like an open source. I think they're using Claude or Claude Coder. I don't know. Command palette. What is this? Ask twice, hit the type of command. Oh, that is cool. Okay, so it's kind of like SIRI. Wow. Okay. I'm curious. If I type delete render files, it crashes. That's funny. Okay, let me try this again. Hang on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to render. Oh, yeah, this isn't great. It might be because I'm streaming at the same time. That might be the problem, because it keeps crashing. And yeah, this isn't Stream Crash Sunday. This is just the Tech Mixer live stream on a Sunday. Maybe because I'm showing the screen when I launch Final Cut. It's going to launch it off of the live stream screen. I'm going to render. Okay, so that works. So I have to switch it every time. That's annoying. Nope, it still crashed. It crashed before I could even switch it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, auto captions look dope. Okay, so simulator, like, honestly, what video editor doesn't crash? You know, that's the thing. Like, yeah, they all crash. Like, they're doing a lot, and I give a bit of credit, but like, also like, this version of Final Cut is modified, so it's gonna crash. And also, I don't know many people that are testing and reporting back to the developer that it's crashing on stream. Not exactly a use case I think that they're really worried about, so I'm not gonna bother them with that. But like, if it works when I'm not streaming, that's dope. It's probably because I'm also using some level of hardware media engine to do the stream right now, and Final Cut wants to access the same media engine. Also, I'm not running Tahoe. I'm running Sequoia, which could also be a factor. A lot of factors here. That's crazy though. That delete render files, I use that a lot, like in my main contract gig. And I have it as a button on my Stream Deck, but like I have to press a bunch of other keys after the fact. But if I can make it where it's one key and it just does the thing without it prompting me, that would be awesome. I can't see Apple ever making that an option, but SpliceKit seems to be breaking Final Cut apart. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. So simulator, what are you playing typically? Like what game, and what's your gaming PC specs? Just out of curiosity. And while I wait for you to answer, I'm going to take a sip of water. Very curious. Let's see. So I play BeamNG. It's like a driving simulator. I'm assuming this is to go with your YouTube channel, Simulator Adventures. That's a wild guess. You know, I've never checked out your channel. Maybe I should check out your channel. Let's check out your channel. YouTube.com/simulator adventures. All right, let's see. Yeah, that are racing and truck games. Okay, let's see. You have 115,000 subscribers. You are not playing. Well, you are playing, but you're not playing. Nice. That's awesome. Very cool. Let me go back to your channel here. Yeah, you got video from a couple of days ago has got 2,900 views. Oh, your shorts game's up there too. BNG, so this is the okay. And you have members only. Nice. So do you restrict your I see in your members only you have videos with your face. Is that only on the members only, or do you have videos with your face on your typical content? Oh no, you seem to. Okay. You know, I'll let it play the ads to give them a little ad revenue. I'm not gonna watch the ad on stream, mind you, but you know, just let that play out and let it do its thing. Okay.
Hello and welcome to the Simulator Adventures Q&A. It's been over 9 months since I announced this Q&A video. I asked for your questions, you very kindly sent them in. Thank you to everyone that asked a question. And the first question is, will I be doing IRL content with my Saab? And the answer is yes. This is the first video of many, I hope. In the future, I want to start a second channel specifically dedicated to
I don't know. I've come to a place where like, okay, let's give some what's the word I'm looking for here. Let's give some hard truths here. This video did way worse than I expected. It happens. People asked for it and just didn't watch. You know what's funny? I'm starting to see a correlation between that. People ask me to do all sorts of things, and I do them, and then like nobody watches, and you're just like, all right. It makes you think about some of these companies that we call tone deaf, and it's like, maybe we're the tone deaf ones because we're not the ones seeing all the data that suggests that they're doing things right. Although, in saying that, I'm not going to say that Elgato is in my graces because we already know that story. Interesting. So, okay, here's a harsh truth. My YouTube setup is out of control. And my workflow is kind of nuts. And there's a lot of behind the scenes that I've never shown off. But I'm also like, I don't want to monetize the behind the scenes thing because like, one, people don't care about what I do yet. At least for me. You're like, okay, you wrote this. This video did way worse than I expected. Yeah, but it lives on your channel. And you know what? Like, if I want to get, like, I'm a new viewer, you know what? I'm going to sub to you, actually, because I kind of want to watch some of those. I'm going to sub to you on my actual TechMixer account. And it's trying to load Firefox. Come on. Come on, YouTube. Be good to me. Simulator Adventures. I try to provide a wide range of things for the members. They have a game server too. That's the thing. So partly why, hey, you got Discord as well. You know what? I'm going to join your Discord and I'm going to bug you incessantly. Somebody just commented on the Goodbye GigaHub video asking if it works on Windows. It's not platform agnostic, I think is the term I'm looking for. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely add you to Discord. No, like I'm trying to grow the channel, but I have a lot of behind the scenes stuff I want to do. A part of me, because like I use Lumix cameras, so like I have 3 Like I have the one that's on my Edelkrone jib at all times. The thing is ridiculous. I have the one you're looking at right now, and I have the overhead. Now the thing is, do I set up a fourth camera with a ton of storage and just let it roll while I'm doing stuff and then just clip it apart? My thing was DJI action cameras for a while. Yeah. I went overboard for just one video. I've done that. I'm doing that currently. I wish I could show the thing I'm most proud of this video on YouTube, which I can't because it involves copyright material and I'm going to get DMCA'd to the moon. But I did find a way to present that so that others can see it. So when the next video that's going on the channel, you'll think, when you see the thumbnail, you might think it's about the MacBook Neo, but the title suggests otherwise. But now I have them. I know I have a good setup for IRL car content. Yeah, that's the thing, is like those action cameras, like that whole scene. Apparently, like they're making moves. Apparently, GoPro's working on something major with like I think a Micro Four Thirds sensor on a GoPro, which is insane. I heard Marquez and them talking about it on the Waveform podcast. Yeah, I don't know. Your channel looks super interesting though. Probably gonna binge a bunch of this. And I'm a YouTube Premium member, so hopefully you get some good revenue from that. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, so basically, like, I was debating buying another camera. I can't be too bothered to mess with this capture card anymore. The cars aren't majorly different with tweaks. Honestly, at a dead end. You know what? You might even be overanalyzing that, and I say that out of total respect because, like, I've done that. I've gone down a wormhole, and I'm like, it was actually fine the whole time. But, I don't know. If we connect on Discord, maybe I can see settings and help out. Hey, Kev, I'm only going to be on for like another 20 minutes. Yeah, OBS color correction works okay. Yeah, sometimes that's the case. Maybe mess with your gamma settings. Yeah, Kevin K just jumped in the chat as to clarify. Yeah, I'm only gonna be on for a little bit, but yeah, simulator, no problem. Yeah, I you know what? It's weird. I take these side quests all the time. I take these side quests and I help people, and I go down these rabbit holes, and like people will be like, oh, well, you're spending a lot of time helping people. But the thing is that it helps me learn more, and I like to learn more about this stuff. So I've dealt with video for a long time. Not saying I'm an expert, but I've dealt with it for a long time. So simulator, maybe I can help you with that. I'm just going to join your Discord now before I forget. Turn my volume down on my phone. And why didn't your video come up in my... Oh, because I was watching on my non-YouTube account. I was just watching not signed in. Okay, so I'm subbed. Okay, there's your Discord. Just clicking on the invite link. Accept the invite. Hello, Simulator. Or hello, TechMix. You're working with Simulator Adventures. Would you like pings when I upload a new video? I have like all my notifications off anyway, so. English only, family friendly, no swearing, no not safe for work content. Okay, so, you know, don't be a shitbag is what Simulator expects on the Discord. Yeah, let's see here. Someone created a custom profile for the 4KX, but only for 4K resolutions to fix this very issue. I know for sure it has issues, but most users either use HDR, so it's fine, or just didn't notice. 4K and color space should be totally independent of one another, so I'm wondering... Yeah, I don't want to see it. That's interesting. I'm on your Discord now, so Maybe I'll add you as, here, let me complete this. Let me add you as a friend on Discord. Welcome. So I see Simbot. But now, where are you? Oh, it's an edit file. Yeah, that's HDMI nonsense. Yeah, sometimes I like to just set stuff manually, but if you can't, then maybe I can try to build you an edit. I've done it before. But I want to see what it's doing because it could be a simple. Sometimes these things are just such simple solutions that it's something that we all overlook, and they just, like, in their infinite wisdom, Elgato just named it weird. It could be something that we could just find. Let me see. I'm trying to find. See, I don't have a Discord yet, but I was debating making one. I'm trying to find you as a user. Yeah, this should be easy. Okay, I see Simbot, but I don't see you in here. Can send a picture. I should be at the top of the user list. That would probably make the most sense. Jeez, let me see here. I don't use Discord super often, but when I do, I get confused and cry. You have a lot of members on your Discord. Wow. User list. Why can't I find the user list? Is this an iOS problem? Is this me being a boomer problem? Okay, I can't see the user list. It's saying show all channels, allow direct messages. All right, well, we'll find a way to connect. I'm sure we're gonna figure it out. That should be top of the user list. Yeah, it's not showing me user list, but that could be an iOS thing, or again, a boomer on Discord thing. Who knows? I just don't want to spend the time on the stream just staring at my phone. Yeah. I'm assuming this is going to be Simbot in here. I can't find it. Yeah, I'll look after. That's fine. But yeah, we'll connect because I don't have a problem helping you. I know tomorrow I've got a packed day. Tuesday I've got kind of a packed day. Wednesday, I don't know. We'll figure out a time or day. Yeah. I know I've got a fairly busy week ahead of me because I want to finish that big video I'm doing for this channel. So there's that. I don't know if Kevin is streaming or if he's like actively in the chat. He might have just came in just to say hey, which is fine. I know Marky D or Mark Harnum, who's semi-regularly listening to the live stream. He DJ'd a gig last night, and I tried to call him to see how damaged he was. Here to promote Claude Code, Kevin says. I paid for Gemini this morning because until the 29th, it's the 29th or the 28th. You get YouTube for 50. You get YouTube Premium for 50% off if you're paying for I believe the mid tier of Gemini. So it works out to like $32 a month. And the thing is, I was already paying the $14 or $15.99 a month for premium. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna cancel this and switch to that. Because I already paid for ChatGPT, but ChatGPT has been kind of weird. And I've noticed that I have a better time on the free version of Gemini than I've had on the paid version of OpenAI ChatGPT. So I have requested that OpenAI send me all of my information because I'm probably going to port it over. Found you on the server, sent a friend request. See? Yep. Simulator Adventures had to handhold me through that one because I boomer. Notifications. Oh, okay. There you go. I think because my brain was trying to see, um, my brain was like trying to find Simulator Adventures as a username, but okay, that works. Yeah, we'll definitely connect, and I'll see if I can solve your video woes. Something pain free, because I'm assuming outside of the color thing though, like when you set the two computers up and you're streaming, um, it's going pretty well, right? Like, oh, Kevin, let me ask you a question. If you're here, did you have any problems getting onto the stream? Because Simulator did. Okay, so your experience outside of the color thing is it's absolutely smooth. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Simulator had problems getting onto my stream today, which I thought was weird because like my iPad and my phone and all that was connecting. Um, according to it, could have just been a YouTube hiccup then because Kevin says gone the stream fine. OBS allows buffering, so any issues are just processed by it. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Um, I just want to check my stream health because I'm wondering if there was any issues. Stream is healthy. That's all it said. That's the only status that I've had since I started. Sweet. All right. Yeah, so what did Simulator say here? It should sync up when writing the file. Also, that's like after the fact, like when you're done streaming, it should stitch the whole thing properly. That makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, in terms of your color issue, did you try that 4K EDID? Because the EDID, the color thing should be independent of the resolution, so it shouldn't make a difference. I mean, worst case, you try it and it doesn't work, and you just take it off. I have to set up. I have to set it. I have to set up to network the recording straight to my gaming PC hard disk drive. Okay, yeah, I get that. No, it has to be the same resolution as your setup, or it just doesn't work. Oh, you know what? That's true because EDID is a very strict thing. It's gonna be because you're streaming in 1080. I'm assuming you're not streaming in 4K, or you're playing in 1080. Yeah, because if you set it to 4K, that's like overkill, and you're just adding resources to your gaming PC. You don't need to be doing that. And then you're also adding extra strength. I play, record, and upload in 1440p. Okay, well, 1440 is decent. Yeah, the EDID needs to be. Whoever made that should have just exported a version for 1440p because, like, if you have a 4K monitor, you can make a 1440p EDID using most 4K monitors. Your monitor will support 1440, which, okay, that's annoying. It unlocks that better YouTube codec. That makes sense. Yeah, like the only reason I'm doing 1080 on the stream, to be honest, because I was doing 4K in the beginning, the delay was out of control. It was like a minute, and now like because then having a conversation with people, VP9 for everyone is at 1440p, right? Like for a talking head stream like this, if I'm conversing back and forth, what tends to happen is the delay would be like 30 seconds to a minute in some cases. Like I even noticed it in testing it like over my fiber connection, and I'm like, that's awful. We're like now, like, hang on, I'm gonna go like this and then turn my volume up on my iPad. So it's 1, 2, right? And hopefully, I didn't even turn it up on time. That was useless. Here, we'll go 1, 2. That was useless. Here, we'll go 1, 2. So you're talking like 3 to 4 seconds, 5 seconds even. I get between 7 and 10 seconds delay on my streams. You can't make it any lower at 1440p. Yeah, because I think ultra low latency streaming is only available at 1080, and then at 1440, I think it's like, you know, marginally different. And then at 4K, for some reason, it's like out of control bad. It's like 30 to 50 seconds, which is nuts. I mean, I get it. You're processing video, but I feel like we have technology now that's so good that it should be processing this video transcoding a lot faster. The only thing is, I think to deploy that was going to cost Google a ton of money, and they're like, yeah, it works. Just leave it as is. So, interesting. I got 9 minutes left on the stream, and then I actually have to be somewhere. And also, the weather's beautiful. What is it outside right now? In non-US measurements, so Celsius, it's 17 degrees outside where I am right now. Kevin is probably warmer than I am because he's further south. But yeah. And Kevin, don't dox where I am, by the way. Yeah. It's an interesting stream today. I love this Apple Silicon thing because I don't drop frames ever. Like, I'm streaming at like 10 megabit. The fiber obviously helps a ton. But I'm using like no CPU usage to do this stream. That's kind of a hint about what the next video is about. It's a dope one. And actually, when I started working on it was the last time I saw Kevin, which was in February at a friend's birthday get-together. And Kevin, I talked to that friend yesterday. We had a brief conversation about just like life and stuff. You know, he was on his way to an event he was DJing, and talked to him for a bit. And then your buddy, your partner in crime, Marky D, he jumped out of retirement last night and played a gig in downtown Toronto. So I was going to go try to just check Instagram, social media, see if Euronation put up any social media around that, because apparently it was like sold out. So I'm very curious how that went. Tried to call him, but he was taking a nap. So yeah, there's that. But Simulator, let's you know what? I don't even care that this was like just an intimate conversation between me and Simulator Adventures, because at least, you know what, I can help you out with that, and hopefully get your video stuff up and running without any friction. I'm assuming Windows 11 on both computers. Simulator, is that what you're running? I'm gonna just wildly guess. Let me know within the next 7 minutes, because I'm gonna jump off. It's good to talk. It's good to talk to someone with experience of these cards. Yeah, I'm Windows 11. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, it's all good. Like I said, I enjoy it. Like, I go a bit too hard. Like, look, sitting off to the side is like a $1,100 Atomos Shogun monitor. $1,100 Canadian. So like, you know, $3 US. Simulator. Wait, I don't know if I asked you. Whereabouts are you? I'm curious about that too. Yeah, but like I was saying about the Shogun, like I'm a video nerd. I've decided I've become a video nerd. We're in the UK. Okay. So yeah, we'll try to figure out timing to make that work. Yeah, so Windows 11, it shouldn't be that hard. I'm on Mac, but like I used Windows for a very long time. Not recently, but I mean, Windows is still Windows, right? That'd be great. I really appreciate it. No problem at all. And that's kind of the purpose of this channel, is like I want to try to like provide as much value that I can, you know, even if it's one-on-one, right? Like that's, you know, it seems like a tiny issue, but I'm a perfectionist over these things. Trust me, I know. Some might think that my video quality is really good and this and that, but I already, like, I look at my full screen preview and I see like 12 problems with my stream that I don't like. But this is where I settled. That's why last week when the audio started going nuts on the desktop, when I switched to desktop, I was flipping out, because I even checked it after the fact, and I checked it again this morning because, again, I don't use this profile all the time, and nothing changed and nothing was set. OBS should not have even been receiving any desktop audio. And when I played the stream back, I was like, oh, what the hell happened? And it seems like it was just a weird Edge update that brute forced itself to become part of my, I guess it was getting the audio from my 4K capture card, my Elgato Camlink 4K right here. But that's where my audio is coming from, because I'm going XLR into the camera, or XLR into a Phantom Power Box into the camera, and the camera sending HDMI back to a monitor, and that monitor sending to this Elgato capture card, this Camlink 4K. So I'm like you in the sense that, like, it seems like a tiny issue, but I'm a perfectionist over these things. Trust me, I get it. I completely empathize. I completely get it. Yeah. So with 4 minutes left in the stream, I'm going to start wrapping this up because, like I said, I do have to be somewhere, and I actually have to take this computer with me. So, you know, it's going to be a whole. I'm going to start unplugging like my Stream Deck. I have to be somewhere at a certain time with my computer. So I'm just going to make sure I have my mouse, my Stream Deck, because I use these on the road. Yeah, I really, really, really hope that I can help you out, Simulator. And, you know, for the few people who lurked and didn't chat, you know, it's fine. It's all good. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for showing up. Even though I'm pretty sure that wherever you are, the weather is better now than it has been. So I can understand why stream numbers are down. Yeah, but I think it's time I get on out of here because I said it was a quick 1 hour stream. I have now been on for 1 hour and 3 minutes, although I did start a little bit early. Yeah, no problem. I sent the comparison pictures on Discord. Have a good evening. You too, Simulator. And out of just sheer respect, you also have a good evening because you are deeper into the evening than I am. It is 4 p.m. Eastern here. It is almost 9 p.m. Was that GMT in the UK? So yeah, have a good, more of an evening. Yeah. All right, Simulator. Great chat. Kevin K, if you're still here, thanks you for coming in. Yeah, I am going to get on out of here. So yeah, that was the stream for today. Within the next week or two, I will have a new video up. Kevin K says, cheers. Cheers, sir. I will have another video up very soon. It is the video that has taken me damn near 2 months to finish. But I'm super proud of where it's going and the many different roads it has taken me. This journey has been wild, and I've got a lot of content coming. And Kevin might be interested in this part. One of them is a mic upgrade. I'm using the Sennheiser MKH416, and I decided that I'm going to sell this mic because I purchased something else, and we will talk about what that is in either a live stream or a video or a combination of the two. But in the meantime, 3:59, I'm going to end a minute earlier than planned. My name is Sean. This has been Tech Mixer. Thank you so much for jumping into the live stream. Hopefully this video is out sooner than later, and if it's not out by next week, I'll just see you on the stream next week, 3 p.m. Eastern, Sunday. My name is Sean. This has been Tech Mixer, and I'm out. Peace.